Well, this is Ride Time Radio. You are listening to Adam the Head Honcho at EasyRiderTenerife.com. I have got a fantastic show lined up for you this week. We're going to listen to, well, we're listening to Ozzy now. We're going to listen to him a bit later. We're listening to some ZZ Top. I've got some John Butler Trio. Now, he's a little bit different. We're going to check him out. I've got Kid Rock. I've got Zeppelin. I've got just so much on the show. We're going to have a great time. We're also going to take a look at who's been riding what, where. And I've got a classic Harley Davidson Tour giveaway. Wow. All in this week's show. Sit back, relax, twist that throttle. Let's get down and twist it. Black Sabbath there and Paranoid. That was actually written about Geezer Butler. I think I did mention this in the last one. He was such a paranoid guy that the band always used to take the piss out of him. So they actually wrote that song when he'd split up with his girlfriend and whatnot. So, you know, it is what it is, I suppose. Now, what we got next? Right, ZZ Top. Cheap sunglasses. Got a few pairs of them myself. So.
Get yourself some cheap sunglasses. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Spied a little thing and I followed her all night in a funky fine Levi's and her sweater's kind of tight. She had a West Coast strut that was sweet as molasses. Man, what really knocked me out was the cheap sunglasses. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah!
just while we're in this track, cheap sunglasses. Now, I've been looking for a pair of goggles for the bike for, God, the last few months now. Something that would be, you know, that you can see out of properly, something that doesn't get messed up when you're riding. Now, I found this pair of goggles, Bertoni motorcycle glasses they are, right? Bertoni. Now, inside them, they get a little clip, and you can take that clip down to the opticians, and if you can't see anymore like me, then you can actually just get the clip with your prescriptions put in, so it doesn't cost you a lot. And a lot of the goggles you can't get prescriptions on anyway, so you can get this clip. This just installs. I think it cost me about €60 to get the actual prescription lenses put into that clip, and that clip then clips in all of the different range that they do. The goggles are actually light and dark, so they go with, you know, the brightness. So if you go into tunnels and stuff, they lighten up and you can see. So altogether, the actual system is very good. I recommend it. I got them on Amazon. I think there was about 80 quid altogether. It cost me 60 for the lenses, but that's because I need prescription in them. So for about 100, 120 quid, you have got a pair of decent motorcycle goggles that will last you. And I've been wearing them. I've been doing all the runs on them lately. If you see me on the YouTube channel, that's what I'm wearing on there. Bertoni motorcycle glasses. They're well worth checking out. There's a bit of ZZ Top, cheap sunglasses. Now, here's I don't think I've played him on the show before. Kid Rock. Yeah. Obviously, I think he's better known in the UK because he married Pamela Anderson, and people were more interested in Pamela Anderson than they were in Kid Rock, believe me. Anyway, here's one of his tracks, Low Life.
I got my cat scratch fever 8-track. My best friend's in a gun rack. I'm a low life. I owe everybody money. I think racist jokes are funny. I'm a low life. I got a dirty mind, a gutter mouth. I'm making time. I'm going out with your wife. 'Cause I'm a low life. I'm a low life. I got kids I never seen and their mama's 17. I'm a low life. I take strippers out to breakfast. You can add that to my checklist. I'm a low life. Oh, the landlord called, the rent is due. I spent it all on a kiss tattoo. I rock and roll all night. 'Cause I'm a low life. I'm a low life. Yeah, I'm a low life. Living the high life. 'I'm watching porno on the TV, wondering why she'd ever leave me. I'm a low life. The object of my affection, ask the police for protection. I'm a low life. The romance is gone, doing fine. Me and your mom's had a real good time just last night. 'Cause I'm a low life. I'm a low life. I make black music for the white man. Keep cocaine upon my nightstand. I'm a low life. Ain't never hung out in the
he's all right. You know, he's all right. I used to know a guy used to do his security for him on his shows. But, you know, he's just one of them artists. He's very versatile. He's a bit commercial sometimes. And then some of his stuff's very good, you know. So, I don't know. Is he going to make the list? We'll see. But jury's out on that one. Now, here's another guy someone's asked me to play. John Butler Trio. Now, I know John Butler Trio from way back because I used to play Wesenborn guitar. This is a Wesenborn. He sticks his Wesenborn guitar, which is a lap steel kind of guitar, an acoustic version. He sticks this through some wah-wah pedals into a Marshall stack and turns up the overdrive on it. He gets a decent sound out of it. I used to listen to this guy a lot, yeah? And the band is pretty tight. John Butler Trio, take a listen. This is Treat Your Mama.
I say all that shit don't bother me. Only one thing that you should not forget, you gotta treat your mama with respect. And I don't give a passion that's dialing on your head. I don't care about the cars, the clothes you do wear. Only one thing that you should not forget, you gotta treat your mama with respect. Treat your mama with respect. You better treat your mama with respect. Slap you upside down like hell. You don't treat your mama with respect. Treat your mama with respect. You better treat your mama with respect. Slap you upside down the head. You don't treat your mama.
Again, jury's out on him, you know. Not as a whole. As a musician, he's very, very good. He's an accomplished guitar player. And if you listen to a track called Ocean, you'll hear him playing an acoustic 12-string. Very, very good. But it's more of a hippie kind of chill-out rock sound for me, and I don't really think it makes the show. So, maybe not that one either. We'll see. Now, up next, a band who is very much on my playlist. We listened to Beth Hart's version of them, I think 2 shows ago. This is, of course, the mighty, mighty Led Zeppelin. So, another reason I was playing Zeppelin this week, I was in a conversation about the guitar player and how he used to play the bow on the guitar. Anybody remember that? So he used to come out, I think it was on Stairway to Heaven, he used to come out, he used to have a big bow off like a cello, and he used to start playing a guitar with it, doing all the mad shit they used to do back on the stage in the 70s. But I could not remember his name, so I had to look him back up again. I mean, shoot me down, yes, of course, Jimmy Page. Jimmy Page was the name of the guitarist, of course. Now, would you believe it? Jimmy Page is now ranked at the 3rd most influential guitarist in the world.
Wow.
Now, I think when we listen back to his riffs and stuff, it probably deserves to be there, because Zeppelin have produced some of the most iconic rock tunes of all time, and Page used to write most of them. Now, talking about icons, this, of course, is Lemmy, Fast and Loose.
And I can make you feel alright. I've been around for quite a while, and I've learned how I can make you smile. I know you won't refuse. You know I'm fast and loose. In the morning, sugar, I know you're sleeping, you must be sleeping. Why don't you
Motorhead. Now, their remastered stuff is well worth buying. It's a lot cleaner than the old stuff. Do you know what? He got better as he got older, and I think his voice and the actual sound of the band, although, you know, they were known for being the biggest, loudest band in the world, but believe me, their stuff, I love Motorhead. I'm a massive Motorhead fan, always have been. I think Lemmy is very, very special, and God rest his soul. So, what we've been up to this week? Well, we did the classic Harley Davidson tour. Now, this is when we go out on a 4-hour guided tour, taking one of the classic Harley Davidsons. Now, we have two classics. We've got the 1990 Springer Softail. We've done that as really, we've kind of looked at that as a gangster build. We wanted to kind of produce a gangster car out of a motorbike. And we did it with the Springer Softail. We got white wall tyres on it, big headlights, lots of chrome, deep black tank, nice seat with the ripples in like the old style seats out of the old Fords. We did that job, and I believe we did a good job of it. That bike ride's lovely. That's one of the classics. The other classic is a 1980s Electra Glide limited edition shovelhead. That is still actually in the workshop, just being built. But we are giving away a classic Harley Davidson tour. You will be taking the Springer on a 4-hour ride with me, up and over the mountain. Some amazing sights to see. The question for this is coming up just after a bit of Metallica. Okay, so for all of you Harley lovers or classic bike lovers out there, EasyRiderTenerife.com, we are giving away this week a classic Harley Davidson tour. Now, to enter, you've got to go onto Instagram. You've got to like us, follow us, and you've got to DM me the answer to the next question. Let's get the clock on. Come on, let's get the clock on. Okay. Everybody, grip onto those seats. You're going to have to answer this question. Now, if you don't do it on a DM and you put it into the main feed of the messages, you're going to blow the whole thing and you won't win nothing off me. Ever again. Even if you ask me an email, I'm never going to give you anything. So, DM me. Now, how many people were involved in the original startup company for Harley Davidson? So it's a trick question, right? So how many people were originally involved in the startup of Harley Davidson? Answers via DM, please. I will be drawing that next week. And somebody, one of you lucky 6,000 listeners, well, 6,000 downloads. I suppose I can't call it listeners. I'm jumping the gun there. But anyway, one of you guys who listen to me are going to win a classic Harley Davidson tour. Get Googling. So what I've started to do is look at these Iron Maiden tracks and think, which is the shortest one that I can use to actually do some voiceover in for some of the chants? Because, you know, they go on for like 15, 20 minutes, sometimes 45 minutes. I mean, I don't even know how they got their stuff on albums, really, in the old days, especially when there was on vinyl. Imagine them on an 8-track. You'd only get one track on it. Right, okay. What we got going on this week? Well, EasyRiderTenerife.com. You're listening to Adam. I'm the head honcho here. This is our very own radio show, Ride Time Radio, built for bikers by bikers. If you listen to tunes on the ride, then this is where you need to be. Now, I've got some shout-outs this week. Heidi and Patrick, they took the Bonneville out and the Bullet out. I saw them at least 3 or 4 times travelling around the island. They had an absolute fantastic adventure. Big horn, please. And again for Heidi as well. Heidi was a fantastic rider as well. She was on the Bullet, Patrick on the Bonneville. They looked like they owned the bikes when I saw them. That's how down to the bike they were with it. You know, they were absolutely loving the bike and loving the ride. Tenerife is one of the best places I have ever ridden in the world. And if you want to escape and get away from that rat race and grind that all of you lot are living in, then get yourself over here. You will be absolutely amazed. You'll take one of the bikes out and you will not want to go home. I guarantee you that. If you can't give me that bike back and say, I don't really want to go home, I'd love to be able to do it for longer, then I'll give you your money back. How's that? Now, who else went out this week? Well, we had Steve out. Now, he went out on the classic Harley Davidson tour. Now, there's a YouTube of his tour. There's a video of his tour on YouTube. Go and take a look at it. Check out our Easy Rider channel on YouTube. Easy Rider Tenerife. Look at the YouTube channels and you're going to find Steve. You'll know which one's him because he's the guy with the great big smile from ear to ear, sitting on a Springer Softail riding behind me. That's because he's on a classic tour and he's having a fantastic time. That's what it's all about. We take you on an adventure, an amazing adventure. Now, here's Rock You Like a Hurricane, one of my favourite tracks by, of course, the Scorpions.
was shaking, really low. Get his furry, scratch my skin. So what is wrong? Another sin. Night is calling, I have to go. The bump is hungry, he runs me show. He's licking his lips, he's ready to win. On the hot tonight for love and prestige. Here I am, rocked you like a hurricane. 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 Here I am, all aboard!
So remember, everybody, we have that Harley Davidson giveaway. Yeah. So that question: how many people were involved in the original startup of Harley Davidson? Send me that over on Instagram. Make sure you like us, make sure you follow us, and make sure you send that answer in by direct message, DM. Yeah, private message, direct message, direct message.
Crazy, but that's how it goes. Millions of people living this world. Maybe it's not too late to learn how to love and forget how to hate. Mental wounds not healing like the business scheme. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I've listened to preachers, I've listened to fools, I've watched all the dropouts who make their own rules. What was the tradition for rule and control? The media tells it, and you leave the role. Mental wounds still screaming, driving me insane. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I know that things are going wrong for me. You gotta listen to my words. Into the Cold War, that's what we've become. Inherited trouble, I mentally numb. Waiting, I just cannot live. I'm living with something that just isn't well.
say, we don't only, of course, do classic Harley Davidson tours, we also do retro and classic bike rental on holiday. We actually rent adventure. That's what we do here at Easy Rider. We rent adventure. If you are looking for a break from the norm, get yourself on a plane, bring your bike licence with you, and hook up with us down in Las Chafiras, about 2 miles from the South Airport. We'll have a bike there waiting for you, and we will rent you adventure for as long as you want it. Now, unfortunately, that's all we've got time for this week, everybody. Thank you very much for listening. We are on 6,000 downloads. Yes, big roar of applause. 6,000 downloads. Thank you very much, everybody. We are having a fantastic time doing the social media for the company. We also have our Routes and Rides page on YouTube. If you are looking for routes or rides to take while you're over here in the Canary Islands in Tenerife, then take a look there. There's some fantastic trips that we've put together. Just for you, just for our clients, just for the people who love motorcycles. Wow. We're going to go and get started. We've got more work to do. We've got more trips, routes, rides, radio shows to make. We're also going camping. All right, have a great weekend, everybody. I'm off up the mountain, and I'll speak again to you all next week.